SmackDown took place tonight in Providence, Rhode Island, and let me just start this review by saying I am thrilled that we only have 2 more weeks of this bullshit 3-hour show. Yes, when it goes back to 2 hours, it won't be any better because we have the exact same writing crew with the exact same talent. It's just that watching a bad 2-hour show is always better than watching a bad 3-hour show. It's still bad. It's just that we have to suffer less. And I'll take that. Anyways, Cody Rhodes was talking to Nick Aldis backstage to start the show, and then he walked into the Usos afterwards. Jay said he's coming for the championship, and right when I saw that, I thought, oh, fuck no. It's Cody and Jay at SummerSlam, and that's exactly what we're getting, as it seems like. Backstage, Kathy Kelly was interviewing Jade Cargill with B-Fab and Mishin. She cuts a promo on Rhea. That didn't happen. There was no Rhea Ripley tonight, by the way. Charlotte Flair was then out first for her Queen of the Ring Fatal 4-Way match. And then Sol Ruca came out, followed by Lara Valkyria. And then Jade Cargill came out with both B-Fab and Mishin. And we get the Queen of the Ring Fatal 4-Way quarterfinal match. And that is Charlotte Flair against Sol Ruca against Lara Valkyria against Jade Cargill. So Charlotte and Jade was rumored for SummerSlam. It's clear that they're going to build that match up. I think that's the next match that we're getting between the two of them. However, I don't think there's going to be a title on the line. So B-Fab and Misha interfered early on by attacking Charlotte. That led to Alexa Bliss running out for the save. However, she was not enough because it was still 2-on-1, so they beat down Alexa. And then Tiffany Stratton ran out for Alexa's save. And eventually Tiffany fought off Mishin, and then Alexa fought off B-Fab. And that got them out of the way. And then what you have is the Fatal 4-Way goes back to being what it was. And essentially they recreated the WrestleMania 40 main event on this random episode of SmackDown this summer, 2.5 years later. And all I thought was, that was such a much better time for wrestling for WWE than we are right now. It's like, can we go back to like 2.5 years ago when things were awesome? Anyways, there was just so many botches in this match. Jade's wig popped off and it was bad. It was embarrassing. And it was so bad that it didn't just like it was a botch and she fixed it. Okay. No, she had to like keep her hand over the wig on the forehead so it wouldn't pop off, and she did that for the whole match, and you could see the wig like off her head, and you can see her real hair underneath. It was so bad. It was such a bad botch. I'm thinking, oh, this is such a disaster. Get Jade out of the match. Someone call an audible, just get Jade out of the match. And then I was hoping she better not win. That would look bad. Anyway, she didn't win. Eventually, she got out of the ring, and Charlotte submitted Lara Valkyria to figure 8, and Charlotte advances, and Charlotte goes on to face Liv Morgan in the semifinals, and they'll face next week on SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton was interviewed by Kathy Kelly backstage when she was confronted by B-Fab and Mishin. Then Chelsea Green showed up with a kendo stick, threatening them if they attack Tiffany. And then the Usos were backstage when Jacob Fatu showed up. He says he's here to talk to Solo. They showed half of the New England Patriots team in the ring, and they showed Carmelo Hayes hanging out with the Patriots at the training camp earlier in the week. And then he had a Blake Monroe vignette on Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, mostly on Charlotte Flair. Alexa Bliss is basic. She was almost like, just playing second fiddle to Charlotte. Really doesn't have much of a purpose on the show, especially how she was used early on. I don't think they have much plans for her, but Blake Monroe vignette, again, she called out Rhea 2 weeks ago. Then last week it was Tiffany. Now it's Charlotte, somewhat Alexa, but mostly just Charlotte. Nick Aldis talked to Gunther backstage. He wants to choose the referee. That's just not like Gunther. It's like it feels such a departure. It feels like someone else is writing for his character who doesn't understand it. And it's just these horrible, awful, shitty SmackDown writers who should all be fired. It's like, I don't give a fuck about this. Kathy Kelly interviewed Finn Balor backstage, and R-Truth went up to him. Then Damian Priest confronted him. He still hasn't forgotten about Balor turning on him 2 years ago, and that makes sense. And I was kind of happy to see them recreate their rivalry because it's been a while, and Finn infamously turned on Damian 2 years ago, costing him the World Heavyweight Championship in the match against Gunther. Brie Bella and Paige were out next. Yawn. Then Fatal Influence came out after the break. Paige and Brie Bella took on Fatal Influence, Laney Reid, and Fallon Henley. I really don't care about this. JCJ interfered and she was ejected. Paige pinned Fallon Henley. This sucked. Paige and Brie Bella are easily the worst women's tag team champions of all time, and that includes teams like the Iconics, teams like Nia and Shayna, who no one cared about. There's been a lot of bad teams, but I can confidently say they are the worst women's tag team champions ever. And they haven't had the belt for that long. It's been 2 months. Not like it's been super long, but they're the worst women's tag team champions of all time. Sami Zayn was talking to Johnny Gargano. He was planking on the production box. Just, please, Johnny, leave this fucking company. Candice tried to wake Johnny up. No avail. Bad sitcom writing. Danhausen was backstage in his lab. Speaking of bad sit-down comedy writing, then Los Garza tried to get him to recurse the New York Knicks because they had money on the San Antonio Spurs. Nothing's going to save the Spurs after a historic collapse. That Falcons-esque collapse on Game 4. They're going to lose the finals. But then Matt Cardona, the jobber, he was so concerned about the New York Knicks. He didn't want Danhausen to curse the Knicks, and he has to give up something. It's like, what a jobber Matt Cardona is. Like, he's such a geek now. I mean, he is a geek anyway, so I guess it fits. The glove fits. But seriously, can this guy be any more of just like, he's nothing. It's like, what a geek. He's giving up like valuable shit to uncurse the New York Knicks so Danhausen cannot curse the Knicks again. Like, what? Anyways, I mean, he's more of a goofball than he was when he was Zack Ryder. And, you know, he complains about he wanted to be Matt Cardona because Zack Ryder was the goofball. I mean, like, this is a bigger idiot than Zack Ryder ever was. What a loser. It's Vince McMahon shit. It's Hornswoggle shit. It's Miz and Kit Wilson walked in afterwards. People like it. I don't. I don't care about the stupid comedy shit. Miz is trying to be Festus. I'm not buying it. It's Hornswoggle shit. It's what it is. I'm groaning already talking about this next segment. Sami Zayn was out next. He called out Cody Rhodes to the ring. Fans boo Sami as he's mad at Cody. I've seen this a million times for the last 6 months. I don't want to see this shit anymore. I'm done. I don't give a fuck. I'm over this. I don't want to see Cody and Sami ever interact ever again in the history of WWE. I never want to see these two ever interact with each other in the ring. It's Groundhog Day. I see this every week now. SmackDown is Groundhog Day. It's copy and paste. Same shit every single week. Same shit, no progression, same garbage. Just just recycle and repeat. Recycle, reuse, repeat. Whatever it's called. It's fucking same garbage. Like they're not even writing. Are they even having meetings anymore? It's literally as if they're just copying and pasting like it's a work schedule or something. Anyway, they brought up WrestleMania 40. Much better times than we are now. All the guys in the ring that night who celebrated as Cody Rhodes, the main baby faces, Kevin Owens, John Cena, Randy Orton, Sami Zayn, CM Punk. 3 of them have turned on Cody. 1 is about to turn on Cody, Sami, and 1 will likely turn on Cody in the future, CM Punk. And that's funny. I mean, I didn't think of it like that. I guess there's probably more baby faces in the ring with Cody. I didn't look, but maybe Luke Harper or Brody Lee's son. Is he gonna turn on Cody soon? I don't know. But yeah, Cody and Sami yell at each other for the millionth fucking time. Cody yells blah blah blah. I've seen him yell at Sami 2 million times. I'm just relieved he didn't use that horrible catchphrase. I'm easy to find, hard to be. I fucking hate that catchphrase. Look, Cody needs to turn heel. I'm sick of this. Just turn heel, Cody, please. It's unwatchable. It's just like it's the same stuff. Like he's doing the same stuff every week. Like there's no progression with this character. Sami slaps Cody. Cody slaps him back. Sami left the ring. He went and grabbed a chair, and he throws it back down. He walks away. This sucked. Solo Sikoa was backstage, and Jacob sent him a message from the OTC. Roman wants Solo to come home. Solo, I don't like Solo. Everyone knows that, but who watches my YouTube channel, who listens to my channel, you know I hate Solo, but he tried really hard here. I just think he overdid it. He screamed, he yelled, he was doing his best. I almost want to have to give him credit in a way, even though I don't like him. I just think he overdid it. He oversold it. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing is Jacob wants to get Solo because to come back into the bloodline because Roman wants him home. I don't care. Ray Phoenix was out next. No reaction. We get the AAA Cruiserweight Championship match. Ray Phoenix taking on Axiom. Axiom came out with Nathan Fraser, who left afterwards. We get Ray and Axiom. Ray Phoenix won. Not much of a reaction here. Gunther told Nick Aldis he wants Sami Zayn to be the referee next week. This is so not Gunther, man. Gunther is the ring general, Gunther. He's a great wrestler. He doesn't do this kind of shit like, playing mind games, cheating, trying to. It's like he knows he can't beat Cody, so he's looking for a shortcut. The Gunther who's at his best is the guy who retires Goldberg, retires Cena, retires AJ. Like, this is not the Gunther that they've been booking just 6-7 months ago. Like, no. Anyway. Trick Williams and Lil Yachty arrived very late into the show. Trick got what chance after he came out, which was funny. This writing team can't get anything right, can they? I mean, Trick was super over. Now he's getting the what chance. Then Ricky Saints came out, followed by Carmelo Hayes. Led to a brawl. I didn't really care. Trick laid them both out. Okay, whatever. Set to the match between Carmelo Hayes and Ricky Saints next week. I guess the best of 3, the blow-off match, the rubber match, and the winner faces Trick. At Night of Champions, Kathy Kelly interviewed Royce Keys backstage. Solo tried to recruit him once again. Whatever. Chelsea Green and Tiffany Stratton wrote next, and Misha and BFAB came out to no reaction at all. Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green took on Misha and BFAB. They got the heat on Chelsea. G attacked Tiffany. Misha eventually pinned Chelsea after a Styles clash. Nothing here. Tiffany attacked them afterwards, but then they outnumbered her right before Jade hit the Jaded onto Tiffany. Now Jade wants Tiffany's Women's United States Championship. Backstage, Kathy Kelly, who was all over the show, by the way. Not complaining, but she was all over the show. Worked very hard tonight. Interviewed Kiana James after Julia turned on her last week. Julia showed up and they argued. Julia slapped her. Finn Balor was confronted by Tama Tonga backstage. Tama has no charisma, man. Cody complains to Nick Aldis about Sami being the referee next week. Sami shows up. I don't care. Kathy Kelly interviewed LA Knight backstage. Kathy, as I said, she was the MVP tonight. She worked very hard. But LA Knight really messed up his promo here. He messed up his lines. He has a history of doing this. He does this a lot of times. So. Then Jay does his stupid yeet entrance. After break, Finn Balor came out. Then Royce Keys came out. And then LA Knight. We get the King of the Ring Fatal 4-Way quarterfinal match. Jey Uso against Finn Balor against Royce Keys against LA Knight. So highlight here is they hit the triple powerbomb onto Royce Keys through the announcement with the Shield powerbomb. Jimmy got taken out. Eventually Jay won. Of course, he hit the Uso splash. Basically Keys hit his finisher on LA Knight. He was going to pin him. Then Jay hit the top rope Uso splash, and he hit it on both Keys and LA Knight. And then Keys lost the pin, and then Jey Uso pinned LA Knight 1-2-3, so he advances to the semifinal to face Javon Evans. Of course, he won. He pinned Knight. He'll be in the finals. Jey Uso's going to beat Javon Evans. He's probably winning this fucking tournament. As of right now, I think it's Jey Uso and Dominic Mysterio in the finals of the King of the Ring. That's a horrible match, a horrible King of the Ring finals, but I think that's what we're getting because right now it looks like it's Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam. No one else is going to convince me otherwise. The way they had Roman set it up with him talking to Jay on the mic, he's saying he wants Jay to go get the championship. He wants Jay against Cody. They were already teasing stuff with Roman and Cody. It's setting up Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso at SummerSlam. I don't think that'll be the main event. I think Brock and Oba will be the main event of one night, and probably like Roman and Seth likely will be the main events of the other night. But it's clearly setting this up right now for Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes. Jay's winning King of the Ring. I think Brock's going to cost Oba next week. Dom will go to the finals. Jay will take out Javon Evans, and then Jay is going to pin. In the finals, he's going to pin Dominic Mysterio, and that's a horrible King of the Ring finals, but I think Jay's winning King of the Ring. It's fucking sad. Yeah, SmackDown is a fucking embarrassment. I fucking hate this show. I hate SmackDown. Fuck SmackDown. It's Groundhog Day, same shit every week. I hate Jey Uso. I don't want to see him on my TV screen. I can't stand watching this show. I don't like Cody as a face anymore. It's unwatchable. The stuff with him and Sami, it just feels like a headache. It feels like I've seen this a billion times. I'm just over it. I don't like what they're doing with Gunther's character. I don't care about the direction what they're doing with the woman right now. SmackDown is Paige and Brie Bella are the worst women's tag team champions of all time. It's fucking terrible. The product sucks. Raw is not bad. Raw is usually okay. Sometimes it's pretty good, but SmackDown, it's been awful. It's an unwatchable show because of the storylines, because of the repetitive storylines, the non-progression of characters, non-progression of feuds. It's like we're stuck in first gear. We're never going to get into the next gear. Like, when are we going to get into that? When is the thing going to progress? Nothing happens. Horrible stories, horrible writing team, terrible booking by Triple H, by Paul Levesque. The show is fucking atrocious. I don't know what else to say other than SmackDown sucks, and I can't wait for it to no longer be 3 hours. Yes. Is it still going to be a bad show when it's 2 hours? It was last year. The second half of SmackDown last year when it was a 2 hour show was bad. And SmackDown, once it goes to 2 hours in July, it will still be a bad show. In fact, it will still be a terrible show. But guess what? I'd rather watch a bad 2 hour show than a bad 3 hour show because SmackDown sucks.